So let's watch some best food review ever. Best food review show. Best ever food review show. All right, this is Africa's most dangerous slum.
Video. I'm going to Johannesburg's most dangerous neighborhood.
Do you think Alex is safe?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Homie here.
I'm going to
Bruh, homie here looks hard as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you, bruh. He's like, hey, white boy, what you doing in here, white boy?
South Africa is a complicated country with a dark past. Even though apartheid ended nearly 30 years ago, its echoing effects can still be seen in the underdeveloped, once racially segregated, urban areas known as townships.
What is a township?
You'll be put here and then you'll work in the mines or the factories and that type of things. Like a settlement. So maybe if you had more money, you would live in a different area. But it's basically a place you were just put there. It's not like a place you chose to come to.
Over time, townships became known for innovating unique street foods. What people lacked in resources, they made up for with creativity and skill.
So we have a base of toasted bread, and then I'm not sure, I probably explained it in the voiceover. There's a lot going on here.
This morning, we're starting out in the township of Alexandra, one of the poorest urban areas in the entire country. Here, scarcity is a fertilized ground for creativity. Prove it by the food you'll soon see. This is River Park Cafe, located on the periphery of Alexandra.
This is how I usually make my entrance.
Okay.
No, not really.
Joining me, my companion for the day, fried chicken expert and restaurateur, Andrew. Next to him, restaurant owner, Chef Zanel. They both grew up in townships. She grew up here in Alexandra.
Is this what you would normally serve one person? Yeah. I thought you were doing this for the show. This is ridiculous. It's huge.
This is Chef Janelle's signature, stewed sheep tripe and intestines, or mohodu. Her recipe,
yes, I would eat all of that. Yes,
actually starts with more cleaning than cooking.
You have to make sure that you wash it, rewash it, wash it, rewash it, so that when you eat it, you just don't feel the sand or the little rocks in the mouth.
Next, she boils it for 2 hours.
The mohodu has to be soft, very soft.
And then the taste, do you want it to taste gamey or not? Because it smells. Like it has some power to it. That's desirable, right?
Yes.
The ingredients are cut into bite-sized pieces and tossed back in the pot. The chef adds beef stock and white pepper. After another hour of stewing, it's ready to serve.
And then you have this on the side. You call it a dumpling. Growing up, I think my mom would call this like a popover.
Flour, yeast, sugar, salt, butter, and sliced carrots come together in a dough. Let it rise into a bubbly mass and load it into muffin trays. Steam for 30 minutes to achieve this fluffy, cloud-like dumpling.
I love the texture of it. It's like big, steamy, and soft. Oh my, this is so good. So we take that, we put it into the sauce. Oh yeah, super savory gravy. It's interesting, it does have kind of a wild, sheepy taste to it, but really good. It's got personality. It's not one of the chicks that holds the suitcase in Deal or No Deal, it's Howie Mandel. So we try the meat now.
One of the secrets to my mashed potatoes is white pepper, because it doesn't show up as clearly as black pepper, but still, white pepper.
It's definitely tender.
Yeah, very nice, soft texture.
But once you get into it, you forget about the gamey smell.
And I don't mean it as an insult. It's like, it has a gamey smell to it, but then when you eat it, it's like cheese. It might smell strong, but you eat it and it tastes delicious. So how long have you been cooking this recipe here?
It's been years, and we keep on improving it.
Chef Zanel took over a small eatery from her mother in deep Alexandra. 4 years ago, she moved it here.
I find when people say deep here, it has a certain meaning. What do you mean when you say deep?
It's deep because that's where you go into the core of Alexandra. You know, it's the Gomorrah part of Alexandra.
Gomorrah, the deep or the belly, the core of the township, where all the social issues erupt amid people densely packed against one another. It's where Zanel grew up.
Sometimes we don't have water and also electricity, and sometimes I feel like they've neglected us so much. There's too many potholes, and also many of the youth here, they're not working. So when it comes to employment, it's very rough. And also that gives rises to crime. So there's too many challenges around here.
Do you think Alex is safe?
It's not safe.
It's not safe.
Yeah.
More than 60% of Alexandra's households earn less than $2,300 a year.
If you're ever in a situation where you have a population that is both underworked and fucking underpaid, you're not going to have a safe situation. Because people need to make money somehow. Unfortunately. And, you know, if they have to rob somebody, I mean, some people are down to do that.
Only 5 clinics cater to almost 180,000 residents. Having a stable life here is like standing in quicksand. But Zanel is proof that anything is possible.
In my family, most of them, they didn't finish school, but then I made it a point that I myself, I'm just gonna challenge myself and go even further, you know, by acquiring a diploma in civil engineering.
Man, I love that this is not just food. That they're getting into, like, the people, that they're getting into the issues in some ways. And then also, I like that there's food, too, because, you know, I like to watch the food.
The population of Alexandra is 4 times more than its infrastructure was designed for.
It's congested, you know, a lot of people from different places occupying the same space. So it's definitely hard to use Ubuntu. Like people coming together and trying to make a space work. So people are definitely from different environments, from different places, and they just try to make things work.
Yeah.
When it comes to the townships, do you think the townships are responsible for creating their own types of unique food and cuisine?
Township food is basically a amalgamation of a lot of things in terms of culture, in terms of where you're from, and in terms of survival. A good example of that would be the slide.
I think we should find that.
I know a couple of places, but I'll take you to one.
Slide. It's a guilty pleasure bordering on vice, an unhealthy heap of delicious deep-fried processed food. The recipe here kicks off with bologna and salami on sandwich bread, then a fried egg, another slice of bread, cheese, and a burger patty smothered with barbecue sauce. Cap it with a 3rd slice of bread, but don't stop there. Load the boat with Russian sausage, Vienna sausage, and well-seasoned French fries. You can find this calorie bomb exclusively here in Alexandra. The cost for all this, $1.50.
So how would
I would be in my 600-pound life in 9 weeks. And I'd have more money than God, at least in my mind. $1.50? Oh.
would you approach eating this? Because
This is Alexandra in Africa, South Africa.
there's so much food here, I don't even know how to fit this in my face.
So you go into the middle part, and then you just grab it where you can, and you just bite the middle. Most of the time, the middle.
Oh, you're going directly in the middle?
I'll go straight in the middle.
We have no tissues. You know what? Let's go for it. Delicious processed meats. So salty. I just got my sodium for the week.
This is something what keeps you away from home for a day, because that's what you want to do. You want to drink and have more. The Russian sausage is a pork sausage what's been smoked. No relation to Russians. No. And this is very similar. It's a Vienna, like a hot dog sausage.
So what they've done is, I think they've taken pretty cheap ingredients and they've prepared them the best way possible.
Yes.
So if you have a cheap kind of sausage like this, you don't want to just boil it in some water.
No.
It's going to be limp.
And water will take the flavor out as well.
But if you fry it, you crisp it up, you give it some texture, and then you just have a little burst of flavor each bite. How many calories do you think are right here?
Your whole week.
It strikes me when I come to places like this, some people use the word slum, especially for parts of it.
Yeah.
Is slum a bad word?
The word slum, it is
Yeah,
rather
I mean,
a bad
you know
word.
what?
But at the same time, it also shows your strength.
No, yeah, you're right. I'm literally gonna be getting my normal check and paying $1.50, but like when these guys might get paid, you know, $10 a day or something. I don't know. I wouldn't know what like a wage would be.
Struggles and the diversity, and it's like a story, you
Right.
know, from the slums to the hood, you know, it's just a story to it.
Andrew is no stranger to adversity. He was born and bred in Soweto, the biggest township in South Africa. He took himself from entry-level restaurant gigs to starting his own business, dishing out some of the best fried chicken in town. Now, he lives in the city, but he still visits Soweto to experience the unique township food he grew up on. Like this stuff, a meaty favorite we're gonna try soon.
Cooking for the dead.
This is the fastest I've ever seen a group of people make work of a pig. What is this for?
So it's kind of the offering for the body that's already buried here.
In this video, you're gonna witness one of the world's most extreme death rituals and the food that goes along with it.
This is just pure meat. Take a look at that.
But first, let's back up. Right now, we're in the Toraya region of South Sulawesi, Indonesia. Here, practices and rituals around death vary greatly from anything you'd see in the West.
Why is it when they take the coffin out, they pretend like they're dropping it?
It's more like shaking.
Like waking them up?
Yeah.
Every 3 years, families uncover their deceased loved ones in a macabre ceremony known as Menene.
How long has the oldest body been here?
Sounds like 50 years.
With an unusual event comes an unusual meal.
The beans inside, it could be poison.
Fantastic.
Today, I'm joining a local family to get a rare glimpse at this uncommon experience. I want to know how it works and why they do it.
How do you feel when you come here every few years and you see your daughter again? Is this a happy day or is this a sad day?
It all starts at their home, where they're cooking up breakfast before heading out.
Bro, I apologize. Viewer discretion advised. I did not expect to be seeing dead babies. I had no. There was nothing on YouTube that. What's up, Soapy? All right, let's continue.
To the cemetery.
Man.
Green tapioca leaves, crumbled, chayote, sliced, stir-fried in a wok with shallots and a dose of
Everybody
MSG
get a
strong
shout-out.
enough to replace your morning
Coffee? No, okay. Thank you for inviting me to your home today. The food looks amazing. Is this something that you usually eat in the morning?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna try it out.
Somehow the topic I'm questioning least today is breakfast.
This one, we cook the buffalo meat that it is already smoked.
Smoked buffalo meat is rehydrated in boiling water, then chopped into bite-sized pieces. In a wok, they crisp the meat in bubbling oil. Meanwhile, prepare a fresh sambal, tomato, chilies, scallions, and shallots. Toss the fried buffalo meat back in the wok and coat it with the vibrant sauce.
Wow. Tasty, really chewy. I bet old people cannot eat this.
Even the teenless woman can also eat that. No.
Wow, that just took me 2 minutes of chewing, and I have decent teeth. The seasoning on the outside is delicious. Almost like a sambal sauce mixed throughout. So there's some tomato for acid, tons of spice, some herbs in there. After breakfast today, we're heading to where?
The family already welcome us to meet again his wife.
Miss Jamat passed away 1 year ago. Today, for the first time since her passing, she'll reunite with her daughter and her husband.
For you, is this a happy day or a sad day?
Merasa si misa adik kita. Karena si mama adik kita adalah he miss.
The Menene is a family reunion of sorts, a chance to catch up with extended family. With breakfast complete, the whole family heads to the cemetery. Here, on this hillside, you'll find a collection of small mausoleums. Inside, they're stacked high with coffins of family members, laid to rest long ago. The world of the dead and the living are about to collide. Upon first sight of the departed, a range of emotions flood out simultaneously. Some break down into tears, reviving an acute sense of loss, while some burst with joy, embracing their loved ones. Here and there, modern technology makes its way to this 900-year-old ritual through video calls to absent friends and relatives.
Are you related to everybody here?
Pokoknya harapuna sama itu nak.
How many generations does it go back here? And how many people are here?
4 generations.
I couldn't imagine getting a selfie with like my cousin and my dead aunt, and they're like, yeah, you know, love, sending love from the fam. I'd be like, this is some fucked up shit, bro. What are y'all doing? But can I judge? I don't know. A little bit.
Already 11 bodies, 8 coffins. They put the babies together inside their grandfather or grandmother because he believed their grandfather can look after the babies.
Wow.
A large part of the Menene ceremony is dedicated to cleaning the remains,
They
dusting,
barbecue it up for a little bit of a snack ahead of time. Can you cut me off a piece? My bad. Oh, this is good. Hot, juicy. Oh man, it's very good. Around here, they like replace salt with MSG. If you're gonna barbecue over fire, there's nothing more foolproof than having pork and salt or MSG. How is it? Anak, enak, enak.
Preparations for today's main course are in full swing. Chopped pork, bayana leaves, local spices, and MSG come together in big plastic tubs. The meaty blend jostles its way into fresh bamboo tubes. These organic cooking vessels are lined up by the fire and
I've
corked
seen
with
this.
banana leaves.
Yeah.
In a couple of hours, they'll be ready for lunch. Meanwhile, Mr. Lumba introduces me to his daughter.
When is the last time you saw your daughter?
18 years.
Tak bang dah tiba-tiba bang ya.
Just like burn. In 3 days, she passed away.
And don't know why?
Don't know.
Dressed up in her new outfit and lying peacefully in Mr. Lumba's arms is not yet named daughter.
This day is different for everybody. I see some people are upset, crying. A lot of people are smiling. And so for you, is this a happy day or is this a sad day?
He missed her a lot, and that's the moment for cheering up for him, like meeting his doctor again.
There's candy, there's some money under her arm. What is the purpose of that?
Even the baby is already collapsed, like it's already break it down, maybe the faces and the skins. He still a great connections emotionally with the baby. He come here, give the candies like, this is what the children loved nowadays. And this is for you. He miss her so much. Yeah, it's a pleasant day.
With new clothes, presents, and much love from the living, the departed will soon be back at rest.
I mean, I guess it's beautiful in a weird way, you know? It really is, it's beautiful, like, you know, to have that connection with the dead. I mean, it's unheard of for us to you know, pull out bodies and start, but you know, it's like you sort of, they last longer, I guess. I don't know.
And the Menene ceremony will conclude with a lunch feast for all. The living remain to enjoy their share of the meal,
All of our meat is coming out finally. This is just pure meat.
while the dead leave with their spiritual offering.
Cheers!
Joining me at the lunch table, Mr. Lumba's brother and another relative.
Man, I'll never get used to this stuff. The palm wine is so vinegary, it's so thick, and it has just a little bit of alcohol. Do people here even buy this stuff?
Get it from the trip naturally.
To make this local, free alcohol, first collect the sap drippings from a palm tree. Then, wait. Let it ferment for hours or even days until it becomes a sour, happy juice.
Do you have a beer tree? So, we've got rice, we've got the pork. Shall we try some? It tastes amazing. The meat is very soft, a lot of skin, a lot of pork belly. Super juicy. I love these pieces where it's like protein, fat, skin, all these different textures together. Super delicious. Plenty of MSG, chilies, spices. It's awesome.
By offering a pig to their ancestors during the Menene, the Turayans believe they will be blessed with a fruitful harvest the following year.
Do you remember how old you were when you experienced your first Menene?
He experienced manene once he was 6 years old.
Do you remember what you felt back then?
Damn.
Did it feel normal? Did it feel scary for a kid?
So they're brave enough because there are a lot of people like we are experienced nowadays. He was not scary at all of watching the conditions of the body.
What about you?
It's something common.
Very nice. So, since you've shown me so much of your culture, I wanted to show you, well, it's not really my culture. Hold on. It's tequila.
It's not really my culture.
Do you do shots here?
As you
Hold
already
on, wait,
experienced.
you bitch! I'm drinking tequila too. Continue.
It's a big one.
That's right.
Hey.
Not for children.
At this 18 years old.
All right, I feel fully ready to
At
try
least
this out.
18. No.
The meal ends with a local favorite, a mixture of rice flour, brown sugar, and sesame. Deep fried into elongated crescents.
That is delightful. Super crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. It is like a Tarayan brownie. However, not chocolatey, but it is sweet and chewy. And then the sesame seeds on here add a little bit more texture, a little crunchy texture to the outside. I love that.
Thank you.
I'll trade you. Not actually. Can I have both?
The little turds and like
So you
turd
grew up
cookies.
in the city, but you're very familiar with these customs, these traditions, the menene, the rambusama.
I would eat
For you,
everything,
one
though.
day, when you pass away, will you go through the same process as the people here?
My child, my grand-grandchild cannot be do the same. They will look after me. Even it's just only my body.
Oh, man. It's a nice thought.
At the menene, it just feels so eventful. Maybe just because it's new for me. Seeing things through the camera is always so much more shock, and you just see this very condensed version of a very sensational topic. But when you're in the moment, you're taking in the surroundings, you're walking, you're seeing them take the coffins out slowly, opening each casket and behaving in a way that's congruent and consistent. I feel like it was a very touching moment. The father casket and behaving in a way that's
He's like, Sonny has the look on his face like, all right, I'm holding a dead body. I have to be respectful. I'm fucking holding a dead body. And he's just laughing and joking, and he's just like, it's all good. This is awesome. He's taking a picture. This is fun. Sonny's like, this is a dead body that is in my hands right now. He's mostly holding it too. If you look at, Sonny, man.
congruent and consistent. I feel like it was a very touching moment, the father with his daughter.
That's right.
And it's like, what is the difference between someone in the West pulling out a picture of a child they lost in the past and somebody actually holding, the physical body of the child they lost? I mean, of course, logically there's a difference, but symbolically, I don't think there's much of a difference.
Bringing me fire, bringing me water, taking me high, taking me down.
Best Ever Food Review Show is a small team of independent creators, and everything we do here works because of you guys. Click the link in our description to join our Patreon and receive exclusive benefits.
Awesome.